with what I've seen. The folks on the ground did an amazing job. To mobilize that many people in about 3 months is amazing. I can't, that's why I broke up, because they've given so much time, so much energy, so much resources. It's amazing that they can come together so quickly.
The Gambia Book Walk, as the exercise is called, earlier witnessed a series of distributions of literature materials from the southern border town of Senova in the Gambia across Bambatenda in the north. At the Bambatenda ferry terminal, where the march past began, scores of people converged, including school children from different cluster schools within the region. Among the multitudes of trekkers were Nigerian ambassador to the Gambia and the regional education director, Region 3, both of whom described the literacy awareness campaign as a worthy cause.
I must say it's a plus to our children, it's a plus to the educational sector, and I'll continue to encourage all of us to do the same and also participate even as volunteers to do exactly what we have done today. I'm so carried away, I'm so impressed, I'm very happy for what is happening. More so that the educational sector is going to be more developed.
People have collected from another country 1 million books to distribute to Gambian children. I think I want to hail that effort very, very highly. I am particularly intrigued by the enthusiasm of I have seen in the children who have walked such a long distance without feeling any bad.
Cartons of books were later presented to identified schools within the area, such as the Anglican Methodist Training Center, Farafenye Lower and Upper Basic Schools, and 22 cartons shared among other schools within the region. The 1 million book project intended for the Gambia, according to some students and parents, have come as a major relief to parents and guardians.
The books are going to help the beneficiaries if they depend or make best use of it.
I think the donated book to the students will help them a lot in their academic performance. So we're saying a big thank you.
Medical items were also donated to the Farafenye General Hospital in a separate but similar development by Hand in Health. The medical material, estimated at about $4,000 is expected to impact positively on the country's health delivery system. Samuel Ba, GRTS.
8 people convicted and sentenced to various prison terms in the aftermath of the 2006 coup attempt masterminded by Colonel Durcham Monday appeared before judges at the Gambia Court of Appeal for the hearing of appeals looking to revise their conviction by the High Court and a military court marital. Ibrahim Jata has more.
In the aborted 2006 coup plot instigated by Colonel Durcham were brought to the Gambia Court of Appeal for hearing seeking to revise the decisions against them. Captain Yahya Dabo, Wasa Kamara, Farin Sanyang, Sambaba, Alaji Nying, Private Babu Janha, Captain Bunja Dabo, Aliu Job, Tamsir Jasi, and John Mendy are all serving various sentences delivered by a military court martial and the High Court for their involvement in the thwarted coup plot of 2006. When the matter was mentioned before the panel of GCA judges, the President of the Appeal Court, Justice Joseph Wowo, noted the absence of records of proceedings in each case of the 9 appellants before the court. Justice Wowo emphasized the impracticality of hearing the appeals in the absence of records and accordingly made an order for the Chief of Defense Staff to expedite the preparation of record proceedings for those convicted in the court-martial, who include Yahya Dabo, Bunja Dabo, Wasa Kamara, Farin Sanyang Sambaba, Alaji Nying, Babu Janha, and John Mendy. Justice Wowo also ordered the registry of the High Court to speed up the preparation of trial records of those convicted by the High Court for onward transmission to the Court of Appeal. It could be recalled that Aliu Job and Tamsir Jasi were all convicted and sentenced by the High Court. The Gambia Court of Appeal further submitted that both parties in the appeals be served with the notices of appeal. In the same vein, the counsel for Captain Bunja Dabo and others, Lawyer Lamin Kamra, was asked by the Court of Appeal to push and ensure that the records are produced for the proper filing of appeals. The Gambia Court of Appeal subsequently adjourned all matters sine die, that is, indefinitely. Ibrahim Jata, GRTS.
We now take our first break. The news continues in a moment.
wi moom la ñuy joxe waaye kër la ñuy joxe fi nekk juróom benn weer jëlee leen $100 rek nga poos ba pare moom dugal ci sa biir mobile wàcc ba pare riir ci kër billaahi wallaahi tallaahi kër lañ cee wut neex na bugg a dee waaye maas fii ba juróom benn weer yi jot balaa ñëw wit kër billaahi ma ne dañuy wax 2 weeks bu nekk dina am ñoo xam ne dinañu win bedroom set boo xam ne dafa ànd ak dressing table ba cupboard ba lal bi ak side table ba yëpp wala ñu win nag ma ne toogu yoo xam ne yi toogu yu baax yu óor yu dëgër pour saal bi moom la ñoo win billaahi Gamcel defati na ko Gamcel defati na ko Gamcel nee na rëkk billaahi Gamcel defati na ko kër la ñuy joxe $100 rek nga xoos dugal ci sa biir mobile nga si ko soxla ba pare win ci kër tey waaye Gamcel defati na ko waaye Gamcel defati na ko waaye ma ne kër la ñuy joxe kër ak ay bedroom set ak ay sofa yoo xam ne yi kenn mënu la ko wax ci taaru ci rafet tey Gamcel.
Welcome back. Incumbent Abdoulaye Wade and leading opposition figure Macky Sall have set their sights on a potentially intriguing second-round run of vote. The two presidential hopefuls are running tight in the race to become Senegal's next president, as shown by partial results from Sunday's vote. The Wade camp is confident of forming formidable alliances ahead of a potential second-round showdown. We have details of that story in this report.
Presidential candidate Macky Sall is satisfied. Partial results from the first round of elections Sunday show he is incumbent President Abdoulaye Wade's closest rival. Macky Sall says he's not surprised at his success and he is sure to win the runoff in the presidential election thanks to the support of other opposition candidates.
We all pledged to support the most successful candidate before the first round of voting began. The runoff is a sort of referendum. We are all united against Wade. So I think I will benefit from all the opposition votes.
In a surprise announcement Monday, President Abdoulaye Wade declared he was leading in the vote before the Election Commission announced any official results. According to Abdoulaye Wade, he won 32% of the vote and his main rival, who he does not name, 25%.
Everything is still possible, victory or a second round of voting. If there is a runoff, the PDS and our allies will remain in the race. And we will explore the possibility of forming new political alliances.
Abdoulaye Wade called on his government and his supporters to mobilize for the second round of voting. Macky Sall is already campaigning, promising good governance and to fight state-led corruption.
And before we go, a reminder of our headlines. The Vice President and Minister of Women's Affairs has joined her counterparts from across the globe in New York for high-level deliberations on the status of the woman. The GRTS Director General and some of his top aides have been touring sites where the state broadcaster's $12 million satellite project is being implemented. Senegal's two leading presidential hopefuls, incumbent President Abdoulaye Wade and Macky Sall, are preparing for some intense political horse trading ahead of the potential second round of vote. And Nigerian President Goodluck Jonathan has called on American oil giant Chevron to pay compensation to victims of an oil rig explosion in the Nigerian village of Kolwama. You can also follow those stories and other GRTS programs live on our website at www.grts.gm. There you can also monitor GRTS Radio Live. That does it for this edition of news. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of our programs.
Barang. Anjarama.
Baraka.
Thank you.
Noari.
Merci beaucoup.
Jokko njal.
Emite Kati.
QCell would like to thank our many customers